Hi everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. And so in this video we're going to be talking about my first 2 weeks of using Tretinoin. Right now as I'm filming this I'm currently in my third week of using Tretinoin at 0.05%. So that's kind of like the middle range of percentages. Of course you've got 0.025% Tretinoin, you've got the 0.05, you've got the 0.05% Tretinoin which I'm on, and then you've got the 0.1%. The percentages kind of don't really matter in terms of results or efficacy of the product, which we'll talk about in a minute. However, this video is mainly going to be about the side effects that I've experienced in these past 2 weeks of starting to use Tretinoin again, and also really kind of like the products that I've been reaching for, those specific ingredients that have really helped kind of like control my side effects, my different skin type in a sense, and yeah, that I just absolutely love and worked really well when incorporating and using Tretinoin alongside them. But also I will quickly talk about how I got the Tretinoin. So I do live in the UK, and without a dermatologist prescription, Tretinoin can be incredibly difficult and also incredibly expensive to source. And I just want to put a quick disclaimer out here. I'm not a dermatologist, I am not a skincare expert or anything like this. This is purely just my experience, my personal experience of using Tretinoin for the first 2 weeks. I will continue to update you and do videos of my Tretinoin experience as time goes on, but obviously with Tretinoin it can take a long time to see incredible results, which are definitely backed. You know, you definitely will get incredible results from using Tretinoin, but it does take time. So first up, the product in question is the Tretinoin, 0.05% in a cream vehicle. Most commonly Tretinoin can be found in a cream version that just allows the basically the product, the ingredient, the Tretinoin ingredient, just to kind of provide less irritation, less side effects to than a gel, for instance. Actually, Dr. Dre has a video, a really helpful video in the different vehicles on Tretinoin, as well as the different percentages of Tretinoin as well. So what I'll do is I'll find that video and link it in the description box down below for you. And so my skincare friend actually gave me this Tretinoin product when he was visiting his family in Italy. Yes, thank you, shout out to you, Skincare with Lou. But also, Beauty Maverick actually have a really insightful video on where you can purchase Tretinoin from in the UK. I'll leave that video linked in the description box down below as well, because yeah, it really is helpful and insightful, especially if you are wanting to start Tretinoin. But I also do have a video on the different subscription services of Tretinoin, so where I compared the differences between Skin and Me to Dermatica, and that was a video where I compared the overall experience, the overall customer service, the packaging, how convenient the products were, and also the percentages of Tretinoin in both products. And I won't tell you the result of it if you haven't watched it already, but I will leave it linked in the description box down below as well. And before I implemented Tretinoin into my skincare routine, I was actually using Medicaid's Crystal Retinol 10, which uses a 0.1% stabilized retinaldehyde. And of course I have had previous experience with using retinol, different retinaldehydes, and of course Tretinoin previously from the subscription services of Skin and Me and Dermatica. And I also have had a course of Roaccutane about 10 years ago now, when I was suffering from a really bad acne flare-up. So yeah, I know my skin is very familiar with vitamin A, but just like with any other product and other high potency ingredient, it's always best to proceed with caution. And I started introducing this ingredient for the first week. I'd probably say I used it maximum 3 times that week, and then I went on to using it every other night, which I know seems like such a short period, and I know people are going to be gasping at that, but I know my skin is quite tolerable to it. However, that doesn't stop the side effects, unfortunately. And I'll leave pictures on screen here, but this is kind of progression within the first week to kind of like week and a half. And as you can see, I actually experienced quite extreme dryness, especially around my mouth area and sort of my lower cheeks. It was kind of, you know, moisturizers weren't really doing the job, especially the lightweight gel moisturizers that I use because of my combination skin. It was kind of, my skin was waking up and it was peeling, it was dry. Throughout the day as well, it was becoming dry again. The moisturizer just wasn't kind of like holding on to it. And as well, my skin was feeling very sensitive, especially whenever I put a product on. Cleansers were absolutely fine, but sort of like serums and moisturizers, there was a slight tingling sensation, and I also was experiencing some redness as well. But what I found the most unusual was my lips were extremely dry, and part of my evening routine, I have done this for such a long time now, is always put lip balm on after I brush my teeth and I'm getting into bed. Like, I let that lip balm just kind of do its thing, you know, work its magic throughout the night, because I'm less likely to lick my lips. But I was actually finding myself having to reapply lip balm throughout the day, especially in the morning as well. My lips were so dry. I was just like, this is interesting. And also I've noticed some slight reduction in my pore size as well, because obviously I'm experiencing more dryness than I am doing more oiliness on my T-zone. But all of those side effects are really common and nothing to be worried about or alarmed about, unless your skin is absolutely on fire and it's kind of reacting in a way that it shouldn't be reacting, but you'll know. But yeah, these are really common side effects just because of that vitamin A. The potency of the ingredient is, you know, increasing your cell turnover, and it's changing, you know, it's changing your skin quite rapidly. And if I just zoom this camera up and just kind of give you a close-up of my skin, so of course this is only 2 weeks, sorry about my nostrils, of course this is only 2 weeks, so, you know, improvement in sort of like post-inflammatory erythema, hyperpigmentation is still going to be there, especially with fine lines. But I just thought it would be really good to kind of give you a close-up of my skin, especially my pores. So to me, I have noticed a reduction in size of my pores. They really have, you know, significantly gotten smaller. But of course you can still see post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, erythema. You can see, you know, some slight fine lines just there, you know. I've been like, laugh lines. You can see milia there as well, which I'm currently treating, but also kind of like the top here, my freckles, they've always been there. But yeah, this is my skin at the minute. Of course, like I said, with Tretinoin, it does take a long time to see results from permanent kind of, you know, skin concerns. But breakouts in terms of like blemishes and spots and stuff, not really had one. I've had one on my lip, but other than that, it's been actually really quite nice. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I have slightly changed my routine and kind of stuck to a routine that I know works for my skin. And so in terms of cleansers, I've been using the e.l.f. Pure Skin Cleanser, just loaded with ceramides, really nourishing and creamy on the skin. When I want kind of a bit more of a lather, I will go in with the Regimen Tabula Rasa Cleanser, which really is incredibly gentle and doesn't strip your skin, but you kind of still want that foamy, well, not foamy, but laveriness, you know what I mean? I've also been recently using the Hero Clear Collective Gentle Milky Cleanser. Of course, I've been using the Mad About Skin Cleanser as well. I've been using the Indeed Labs Watermelon Melting Balm as my first step cleanser, especially in the evening. So yeah, just really focusing on those nourishing cleansers that don't strip my skin even more. And in terms of serums, this is where I've kind of really been trying to find the perfect products for me, and I really do think I have found that whilst using Tretinoin. So I will go in with the Skin 104 Madagascar Centella Ampoule. This is a fresh bottle. I have already used another bottle of this, but this is absolutely perfect, so soothing on the skin and incredibly hydrating. We then also have the Incalist Polyglutamic Acid. This is really nice and like creamy on the skin, but it provides that skin barrier, you know, that moisture for the skin barrier. So it just kind of provides that nourishing layer onto the skin whilst also having that hydration as well. And in terms of antioxidants, I've been using the Neod Survival Zero and also the Zellen's T-Shot Urban Defense Serum. I just always love to include antioxidants in my routine, both morning and night, but I absolutely think they're even more essential, especially when using tretinoin and other high active ingredients like exfoliating acids, retinol, anything like that. And in terms of moisturizers, I've been using the, oh god, anyway, I'm gone red now. Oh god, if the tretinoin isn't making me red anymore, then dropping products definitely is. But yes, I've been using the e.l.f. Pure Skin Moisturizer. Again, absolutely loaded with ceramides, really barrier strengthening properties in there. I've also been using the Indeed Labs In Ceramide Daily Moisture Cream. Again, exactly like the e.l.f. Pure Skin, really great with ceramides and just nourishing the skin. And of course, with experiencing slight redness, like the patchiness on the skin, I've been using the Hero Cosmetics Rescue Balm in the colour correcting green cream, which provides sort of really great you know, soothing ingredients. It's got peptides in there, it's got beta glucan in there, so really great calming ingredients. But obviously it has that kind of like green tint to it, so it will counteract the redness. So perfect just to kind of, not to you know, put all over the skin, but just to kind of put in, especially under the eyes, and just, you know, just kind of fade that redness a little bit. So that's always a great option, especially when it's non-irritating as well, and you kind of want those makeup free days and you just want your skin to do its job. But of course, in the daytime, using sunscreen, like absolutely 100%, you need to be wearing sunscreen, especially when using tretinoin or high active ingredients. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're further damaging your skin even more. However, I've been reaching for EV technology a lot more during the past 2 weeks, just because I know that they have got long-lasting protection, they layer really well, they're no white cast, and they kind of like leave this membrane on the skin, like a membrane layer that really helps to keep the moisture in. It helps to protect your skin, and also helps to keep your skin moisturized as well. And other sunscreens I've been kind of like dipping in and out of, I've been using the Beauty of Show Son one, which is their rice and probiotics sunscreen. I've also been using the Eucerin oil control one, and I'm pretty sure that's it so far. I've been kind of mainly reaching for the EV technology ones, just because it's exactly what I need right now, and I love him so much. So yeah, that is my 2-week tretinoin journey, shown and explained. Of course, like I said, I will keep you guys updated with my tretinoin experience, do more videos as we go further down the tretinoin road. Of course, I'm getting married in 2 months, so hopefully we'll see some good improvement by then, because I want to be looking snatched on my wedding day. But yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, and really do hope you found it helpful in some sort of way. Please do make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the big thumbs up, just so you know it helps more people and gets to a wider audience. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week for a brand new video. See you later, bye bye.